Okay, hello everybody.
Hi.
We're getting it. So this is our superstars. Angela, raise your hand. She's crying today. And then on our, I guess, stage left, which would be maybe audio right, video right, would be Sherry. Miss Sherry, the one who led it the week. Last week was 6 sales. First off, TJ from Florida. 7? How you doing?
7 sales.
How you doing? All
You're
right.
right.
She's like, you must sell.
Yeah, she's also very adamantly needs her numbers accurate, and she will let me know if they're not. She had 6 sales last week, so
7.
my bad again. Hey, TJ, you had 5 last week, buddy. Congratulations. That's TJ is our Florida guy.
Congrats.
Right on.
So what we're going to be doing in these meet and greet your teams, and I think what we're going to do, that's not true. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. Oh, hey, how are you? I'm Mark. They're not doing drugs, nor are they high, but would be on drugs. They might be drunk. I am not sure. Actually, what time? No, not doing any of it.
No alcohol.
Okay, let's sum it up. So I wanted to have a best practices conversation with the ladies because these two are top producers along with, a lot of y'all out there, but they happen to be here today. Thank God. So here's some questions I have for you ladies. Sherry, I asked her off camera, talk to me about some of your rebuttals that you get and how do you handle them? And Sherry had a very interesting reply. And Sherry, what was that reply?
I don't rebuttal. I really don't have a lot of rebuttals. It's a conversation. I go all the way up to the end. There's no rebuttals in it. It's more like I'm conversation and they ask me a question, I answer.
So what type of questions would they ask?
They'll say I'm really not interested. Really? I mean, I have to keep it on my car. I have an 08. I got to keep it on there. Don't want it breaking down. And then I go, and about how many miles do you have on that?
So you,
And I just keep going back to the script, but we're talking. So rebuttals, it's hard for me to think of what they are because it's a conversation.
So that's a great point. So if I hear you correctly, I'm going to say it in my terms. When somebody brings up a stale or a stall or something to get you off your game, you kind of relate it back to yourself and you make it more personal.
Oh, yeah, very much so. It's a conversation, like I said.
Right.
It's like I'm talking to you right now, just a little better.
Yeah, right.
You build a relationship with them.
Very much so. It's a relationship when I say hi. Because if they say something like, well, how are you doing? It's like, oh, my gosh, no one ever asked me that. Thank you so much.
Right.
I appreciate that, and go on.
You are phenomenal. I mean, absolutely. Listening to Sherry on the phone, I would buy from her. And I think I've said it to most of y'all.
You are.
Listen.
You really are.
Listen to yourselves. And first off, everybody's going to hate your own voice when you hear your own voice.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds nice.
Except for me. No, I'm kidding. It sounds weird. However, you have to think, would you buy from yourself? Would you? So, Angela, what are some of the top objections that you hear?
Yeah, top objections. I'm not interested. They'll say that they have the wrong vehicle. They'll say that, oh, I'm a mechanic. My car's never going to break down. It's been great for 8 years, so blah,
Until it
blah, blah, blah.
does.
So, what do you
Exactly.
say? What do you say when that happens? And here's a loaded question for you. Knowing that these leads that we get, they've actually inquired about an auto warranty or an extended service contract. So if that's the case, if they're not interested, why'd they fill out the form?
I ask them that too sometimes. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes we have some situations that inquire that.
You know, one of my pet peeves
What?
is when somebody says, well, I'm going to be honest. That means you're always lying.
I know, he really does hate that. I have to fix that. He hates that really bad.
Okay, so honestly speaking,
some of them come from children. I'm not going to lie. I've had some that their kids have gotten on their phone and, oh, I'm supposed to look up there. Oh, hi. I'm not used to this. Some have gotten on their phones and wanted to get coins for games, and the next thing you know, their information is on our system. No? What?
no, it might be, but okay, so that's interesting. So you're saying that's a shitty lead we bought.
They'll
I'm not saying that.
They'll say anything you want to listen. They'll
Yeah.
listen to.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's
basically
interesting
what it
because
is.
that's how technology is. That's wickedly interesting how that kid got that through the geometric targeting that we utilize to identify where is a good target audience for us. So, the other ones, everybody's playing Fortnite these days too, and that's everybody
Yeah.
from the president down to whatever age.
I know, it goes everywhere. That
Okay,
one is a bad
so
one.
getting back to Sherry, you read that script, right? I know.
I do.
I know Ty had called you last week to congratulate you,
Yes, he did. That was nice.
and
Thank you, Ty.
Ty said to you, if I'm not mistaken, Sherry, what are you doing to
Yeah.
get these qualified leads over here? What is so different? What are you doing?
I just told him conversation. I make it a conversation. It's always a conversation. Every single call, whether it's good or bad, it's a conversation.
Didn't you say something about the script, though, if I remember?
I always use the script. I have the script in front of me all the time. I can't work without it. Gotta have the script. I follow the script. I may change the and that, but I don't change a lot in that script at all.
Right.
It's almost word for word.
But you add a lot of personality to it, right?
I do.
Because,
I do. I'm into it. And it's like, hi, how are you?
Are you
and
allowed-
I get that a lot back.
Right.
Even when I'm in a bad mood, I change it. I have to.
Right. So how do you, that's a great point. So when you're in a bad mood and you just had, 10 calls in a row that were awful, how do you get out of your bad mood? What do you do to refocus for that next call?
Money.
And how much money did you make last week an hour? Was it $18.71 an hour last week?
I think it was $18.61 an hour.
$18.61 an hour.
And
That's
not
amazing.
even 40 hours. And
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I want it more.
You were off a day last week too, so she
Yeah.
lost a bunch of transfers. And what I look at and what we look at as a company is your cost per acquisition, cost per call, what it means for you to be sitting in the seat based on all the expenses it takes to buy the data, to make the calls, to get the transfers, to get the sale. It's a lot of algorithms in there, but it's fine-tuned for us to really realize who is doing what when it comes to performance. So if your transfer ratio happens to be 28 transfers to 1, well, you're not going to get a lot of sales. Sales, transfer to sales. There's something that's going wrong, and that's what we're going to identify between Angela here, and we're going to work with Florida and Bethany out in South County. So is there anything else you want to add? I'm trying to keep them quick and under 10 minutes. So any other feedback that you want to get about this career, about this job, what you like about it, what you don't like, what are some challenges, what are some assets that you have?
It's an awesome company to work for. Awesome people to work for. And just have fun. If you laugh more and laugh with the customers, you're going to make more money. You make more money, you're going to be happier. If they cuss you out, move on.
Good point.
That call's dead.
Don't
Keep going.
Don't
Go to
let
the
the
next.
negativity ruin your day.
Say it out louder. What was that?
Don't let the negativity ruin your day.
Can you spell that word?
Yeah, I can, but not right now.
She has tears in her eyes. She
I know,
can't
right?
see.
With that being said, own the conversations. Don't let them own you. Own the conversations.
Give me an example of that, please. What does that mean?
When they try to throw you off with the BS, just take them right back to the script. Take them to what you're there for. Make them understand why you're there. Some people don't believe us. We got to make them believe us. We got to get them to understand where we're coming from.
And how do you do that?
Communicate.
Give me an example specifically about how you do that. Make them believe you. How do you make them believe you?
You can give them our information about we're with the Better Business Bureau. You can give them
Who is with the Better Business Bureau?
the Royal Protection Plan.
What does that mean to me?
The Better Business Bureau lets them have a reassurance that we are a good company.
What's our rating?
A+.
How many claims have we had against us in the last how many years?
Oh my God, I don't even think any, maybe 3.
3.
And have they all been solved? And
Yes, they have.
Solved.
all right.
Yes, they have.
That's pretty good for a warranty administrator, wouldn't you say?
No, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
That is
Right.
very awesome.
That's awesome.
And that's what, 24 plus years?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And more importantly about our company, Josh Freeman, who happens to be the owner, has been in business almost 10 years. He has never changed the name of the company. He's been in the same location ever since inception
Now
of the
that's
company.
saying a lot.
Never
They
switched
change all
names,
the
never
time.
went bankrupt, never did anything. And he has done a lot for a lot of people in this company who has came and gone to help them out in different circumstances at different times and put them first before his own family. He's a
Josh, you're awesome.
Yes, you have been really good to our employees. Yes, you have.
But that's why we're good to him, and we're going to keep and make smile and dial.
Yes,
smiles and
ma'am.
dials. All right, ladies.
Just be yourself, have personality, own the conversation,
Use
and
the
rock
script.
out. And use the script because
Script. It works.
you have to hit the key points.
So my highlight of this whole deal right now is I'm using Angela's phone for this, and Angela's phone is going nuts with these wicked ass text messages that you would not even want to see what the heck they are. I am laughing on the side over here. I would be amazing if y'all could see what it says at the top. Are you embarrassed by these, Angela?
No.
What a show!
Yes.
What a show!
I love me. I don't know about y'all.
Well,
but
now
I
we-
love
A
me.
lot. She
Now
does.
we know who does. All right, we'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks.